Get me that signal. We need more power.
Well, let's start with Shark Tank, because that's what we talked about. We just announced this license at the beginning of this month. It's with Sony Pictures TV. This is our first 2 offerings. There's 2 sets of 3. The first set has Mark, Damon, and Barbara. The second set has Kevin, Lori, and Robert.
Right.
They have chair accessories, and each set's come out with a fold-out diorama of the Shark Tank ABC sets.
That's hilarious.
Right? They're all individually numbered within the production series, and like I said, this is the very first of the line, so like some other offerings you'll see from this line will be like a Q&A ball, where you can ask it questions and it will respond in well-known Shark Tank phrases, such as, you sound like an entrepreneur, or you know your numbers, you've got a deal, you're dead to me, etc., etc. So there's going to be a lot of fun things, some business portfolio items that are all in that line that kind of bridge the gap between, that business and pleasure, fun, kind of collectibles. So that's going to be a fun one for us. A perennial favorite, not only at Comic-Con, but throughout, kind of going on the classic, we've got our Series 4 3 3/4 action figures, which includes Hanson and Don Carter, Marsha White, Jerry and Willie, and Alicia. They all come with miniature, episode-specific miniature accessories where appropriate. So Don Carter does come with a miniature Mystic Seer. Hanson's helmet is removable. His field radio does pop open to show a little tiny phone inside of it as well. We typically always come out with something 3 3/4 action figures for Twilight Zone.
Yeah. I love the ventriloquist dummy.
Right? And that
awesome.
It also has articulation.
Really?
It's got a thing where you can have them hold it or not hold it. And totally articulated. What we have in addition to Twilight Zone is in the very back, we've just launched, Bit Big Cow just launched this year a brand new product line called Pinmate Wooden Figures. They're retro style wooden figures. Most of them are about 2-inch scale, solid wood. They feature series driven numbering. So Twilight Zone, what you see there in the back 6, the Mystic Seer, Gremlin, the Kindmet, Uncle Simon Robot, Tina, Talking Tina, and Vader. They're 1 through 6 in the series. And then as we release mainline 7, 8, 9, etc. So the packaging itself has numbering as well as the numbers on the bottom of the figure. Same thing with the Big Lebowski series. We actually have Tara Reid coming to sign later tomorrow morning, I believe, at 9:30. So that Big Lebowski set is also numbered sequentially 1 through 7. We've got Dexter has a 10th anniversary. We've got our Mike Tyson pinmate. Moving down to that second series.
Classic Trek.
Right? What's great about, we've got a couple of things here. We've got the great bobblehead products that we have. The Amok Time with Spock and Captain Kirk. If you see, there's a button in between them that actually plays the Amok Time music.
The music.
Yes. Behind it, you'll see a miniature real 24 gold-plated USS Enterprise for the 50th anniversary. 50 being traditionally a gold anniversary, we thought it was just appropriate.
Right.
So those 2 are convention exclusives this year. We have the Nichelle Nichols bobblehead from Wrath of Khan because she's also going to be signing in our booth, as well as the Brent Spiner, the Data and the LaForge Sherlock Holmes set, because Brent Spiner will also be here to sign.
Awesome.
So that kind of gives us, we try to give some products in case people like to pick it up and then get it signed when talent comes through. Kind of a fun twist that's an anniversary product. Again, going to the Pinmate product line is our Star Trek cosplay for the Big Bang Theory characters. So you have Sheldon as Spock, Leonard, Howard, Raj, Penny, Bernadette, and Amy in that 2-inch situation. Solid wood figure form.
That's awesome. I bet those are selling really well.
They are. Again, that is convention exclusive, individually numbered, limited quantities. Not only in the pinmade form, just like Twilight Zone, we also have the 3 3/4-inch action figures that also have Star Trek appropriate accessories, and it's a fun one as well. Going into movie Marvel, these are all convention exclusives as well. We've got, again, the Pinmate line. Captain America and Iron Man is battle damage versus each other. They're number 1 and 2 in our Marvel line. But what you see right behind there is a deviation from our 2-inch scale. We have a little tiny Ant-Man who's just a 1-inch guy and a 6-inch giant man. The artwork is different on those. What I love about our wood products is they are hand-painted with limited water slide decals, so they're all individually produced. So in addition to that series numbering, just the authenticity of it being hand done and hand created is great. One really making a splash for us this year at the show is our wooden push puppet of the group.
Yeah. Is it the one you push underneath?
Yes.
And it falls apart?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's making a huge splash. It was our number 1 seller from Biff Bang Pow during preview night last night, and continues to do well today.
That's good about that when we got the press release. That
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It's just so, I mean,
It was cool.
Come on.
That is cool.
Another one that I really do like is the Joker Jack in the Box.
That's pretty cool.
That is the Heath Ledger Joker jacket.
Yeah, I call it creepy cute because it's retro style tin square underneath with the kind of traditional crank on the side.
Right.
And it plays Pop Goes the Weasel, but what I love is that it really, I mean, the sculpt on this head is really, really great. It was done by 3D Systems, aka Gentle Giant. And I call it creepy cute because the sculpt is so intense, but then there's like this cute plush body that's just, the juxtaposition on that is really bizarre, but kind of funny too. And then going into, as Suicide Squad is, now that we've got the premiere of the Star Trek Beyond behind us, everyone's anticipating what's going to happen with the Suicide Squad. So that's been kind of a highly sought after set as well. Number 2 through 11 in the series, we launched Pinmates at Toy Fair in February with our very first, it was a Batman. So that's number 1. So that's why this is 2 through 11. So again, it's the collectability on it. Once you you can't get one unless you were at Toy Fair.
Right. So it launched in New York.
Yeah. What you see kind of draped in here too, Entertainment Earth has made a venture into some production, and they did that with their patent pending chair cape line. So we have a more canon traditional Wonder Woman chair cape, but we came out with a convention exclusive as a pink variant, 75th anniversary, all that jazz. We also have a Batman Beyond one, and Will Friedle, who's the voice of Terry McGinnis, is going to be signing again in our booth. So that's great. We've got the Vision from the Civil War and the traditional Captain America chair cape as well. On this side, we got our rock and roll Kiss kind of.
You can skim over this part. I'm not thinking of Kiss.
Yeah. But some are, like the hardcore fans. They're hardcore fans. And I'm really kind of sad that Penny Dreadful ended because we had some great collectibles. We're still coming out with some. This wooden box is going to come out in Q4. And it's a gorgeous box that will have a tarot card set in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's too bad they didn't renew the show.
Yeah.
And left everybody in the dark.
It was
The finale.
It was shocking. It was shocking, I think, on multiple levels. So that's kind of the quick rundown of the convention exclusives.
Awesome.
We do have some kind of main line and kind of a preview Star Trek for Q4 if you want to see that.
Sure, let's.
You can kind of, if you guys want to scoot on down.
Yeah, sure.
So where the pin main line is, like I said, we just launched this in February. Q4 for holiday, we're going to be coming out with a play set.
That is awesome. I like that.
So what you see down below is actually the front of the bridge that you can snap off. So you can have a totally
Really? Oh, that's perfect.
Yes, you can have a totally enclosed bridge, or you could take it off. And it's great. And you can actually, it's kind of hard to see, but it comes in this great merchandise box too. It's like just perfect for the holidays.
Oh my gosh.
So, and the only way you will be able to get Spock, Kirk in the green tunic, and Nurse Chapel is in this playset. So these figures, again, the collectability, trying to, you can only get them through that.
You can charge his credit card for it right now.
As soon as we have it up for pre-order, it's not even up on our site right now. This is the first time anyone's seeing it. But what's also great too is we have our mainline TOS figures. Some are in stock now, some are still coming in through shipments. But this is a main focus. We're doing kind of retro chic wooden figures, classic, simple, kind of going back to basics in a way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people going the opposite way. We're simplifying things.
Which is funny because in reality, I mean, this is a throwback to when we were kids, but it's not the same old that you see everybody's got now. It's like, just how many action figures can you possibly have of the same character?
Well, and it's almost like everyone's just trying to outdo each other, right? And it's like this endless war. And it's like
149 points for articulation. It's like
and 6 hands and all of this. Yeah.
It's true. What were they called? The guys that was it the little people? They put them in the little cars and you just roll around. They were called Playmobiles. The little wooden ones when we were kids. So long ago.
Yeah, we're really excited because, and not from the pop culture standpoint, those weren't licensed. They didn't have that tie for things. Where we've got up here, you got like the original Batgirl, you got the Batman '66 stuff, you got movies, you got classic Harley Quinn. We also had the Suicide Harley Quinn. So this line we're really excited about. We really think it's gonna blow up here.
And I was looking, the pricing is pretty nice on it.
It's $4.99 for a figure.
Oh yeah.
And the group's actually really nice too. I believe that's $8.99. It's pretty well priced.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Again, going to the wood thing, we've got DC nesting dolls. Wooden nesting dolls, again, all of our wooden products being hand painted with limited decals or artwork.
Yep.
And just to the side, you can kind of see where we're going. We're going to have wooden stackable tiki totems. So each of these totems are sold individually, and I believe that price point's going to be $5.99. And you can kind of mix and match and create whatever your kind of your wanted characters are.
Right.
So we're coming out with DC first, but it's going to come across through all of our product lines, all of our licenses.
Right.
So that's really exciting. Those are kind of our exciting kind of fourth quarter and beyond stuff that it's sealed, the factory order is in production and coming soon.
How does the Twilight Zone line do? I noticed you got all the, is it still really popular?
It is, and I think, we were talking at dinner on preview night. Everyone I see and talk to, there's definitely the diehards, the 3 3/4 inch action figure collectors who enjoy it, but from Twilight Zone fans, I talk to so many outlets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a great episode.
Well, and it's so funny. I talk to so many outlets, and they're like, okay, we have to hit, what's topical, right? The 50th anniversary, Marvel, DC, and all of this, and they're like, but secretly on the side, what do you got for Twilight Zone?
Right.
Right.
You know, it's so funny, and it's just everyone kind of grew up with some sort of episode that stuck out in their mind, and
More than one.
There's the little man on the wing of the plane.
and that's what I love too. We can play with the variations.
Haunting me.
Right? We've got the black and white and the color.
Yes.
So like we came out with color for Comic-Con, there will be a black and white mainline version. Trying to stay true, but also trying to give something unique too. But yeah, no, it's not going away. That's definitely a license we'll be continuing.
Awesome.
CBS.
Samantha, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to me.
That's it. We need more power.